It's from gear. 2 from base, 2 from base. And we'll do 2 strength. Alright. Should be good. I'm gonna... Let's go. We have a new land to explore, y'all. Oh, wait, where are you? Tarquin? Tarquin, where are you going? I'm gonna regret letting you live. Fish. I'm so happy about fish!
This shrine fills you. You no longer look without, but with.
Okay. Where are you going? And you're going home. Alright. Augmenter. It makes things better. Hence, augment. Who are you?
That doesn't sound promising, does it?
Nope.
Makes my bones itch.
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long arc before plunging into the water below.
Oh, Ma! Are you alright? Ma!
What are you doing out here?
Huh? Please, you have to help her. There was a fight. Some dwarves attacked some magisters and there were sorcerers too. And then the bugs came. Those void things. They killed everyone. And my ma got them to chase her. And she went across the bridge. And then she raised the bridge and she told me to run. And now she's stuck over there with them.
You need to seek shelter.
Not without Ma. Family doesn't just leave each other.
You could get herself killed. I'll help your mom.
You will?
I'll do whatever I can.
Maybe you can cross the river then. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right?
I'll find one.
Yeah.
I will make one.
Yeah, you'll make one, and I'll...
His gaze shoots to the ground. He grabs a small flat pebble and chucks it across the river. Again, it lands in the water below, well before reaching the other side of the cliffs.
I'll keep distracting him.
You should... Go be safe. I'll send your mom out here when she's fine.
No way. Ma didn't leave me. I'm not leaving her.
He performs a divine order salute.
Now go out, Ma.
Alright.
Ma, can you hear me?
Great! I'm so happy about helping a child. This is a terrible place.
No.
A Magister caravan. I remember one just like this.
Come on. No.
Alright, what do we got here?
White as driftwood salt, the dwarf flinches at your approach, yet she holds a short, clean blade aloft. Her fierce stance can't hide the trembling of her fingers.
Back! Magister, I'll kill you, just like the rest of them.
I'm not a magister.
She slumps, all bravado draining from her.
No. I've never seen anything like those beasts before. Are they gone?
I'm gonna comfort her.
She quails at your touch, shrinking back from you. Her eyes widen and lose focus, as though she's seeing something played out before them. Her voice is shaky when she speaks.
Those? Yes. Worst ones I've ever seen. Ripped through the magisters. The dwarves, dead. And the sorcerers,
sorcerers. Gone.
What happened to them?
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance, glassy as marbles. It's not cold, yet her shivering is relentless.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Duna's beard. Lohar. My boss Lohar will want to know what happened to them, but I can't remember.
What were you doing here for your boss?
Helping sorcerers. We thought we could help them against the Magisters, but...
You're okay.
She flinches at the slightest rustle of wind through the long grass. Terror in her eyes, she stumbles away from you.
Alright. Thane, start eating these. We have lots of keys now. Great. Where'd that other head go? Thane, right. Alright, start eating stuff. Never mind. I gotta turn you into a... Oh, first. Dwarf, human, lizard, elf. Thank you, kind sir. Now let's eat the body parts.
You twist your head around as the Magisters haul you away. Your wife and 2 boys stand in the doorway, helpless. You commit their faces to memory one last time. Wendy cries out something to you. You tell yourself it was, "I love you," or "We'll wait for you." But the truth is, you didn't catch it. The farm recedes from view behind you.
Okay.
You stride past the chained sorcerers and climb onto the caravan without complaint. As you settle onto the bench, you offer Ralik's blessings to the Magister Guard. He offers only a bleary-eyed stare of disinterest in return before shoving the chained sorcerers aboard. As you watch them cower, you cannot help but feel annoyance. After all, don't they know they're going to be saved?
Uh-huh. Saved meaning... whatever.
Work, work, work. That's all there was in Driftwood for a dwarf like you. Until you got involved in the anti-Magister resistance. Then, the work was still there, but also purpose. Purpose worth dying for.
Okay.
Eloisa was the prettiest girl, not to others, but to you. Her luminous eyes shone brighter than the moon. The day you collared her for Fort Joy, you wept every tear you had. You never cried again.
I want you to summon a source puppy next time. Oh. There's one more thing for you to eat. Several more things for you to eat. Alright, let's see.
Warm red wine flows down your throat. The languor of a tavern evening soothes you. Suddenly, shrieks rend the night. The Magisters have come. Warm red blood flows down your face. Collared by Magisters in the far north, you are forced marched to this foreign land. A moment of hope as a grinning dwarf removes your source collar. Seconds later, void-woken death.
Lovely. Cup. Hanno's Lechet. Ooh, actually, that's pretty good. Alright, where else to go? Ooh, don't know what that is. Pidge?
A scruffy kid bounds up and stands before you, hands on hips. He stares at your face, doubt screwing up his features.
You Ben Mez?
Who wants to know?
Yep, that's just what he said you'd say, Ifan. Righto, got a message for you. Chap called Baron Laveri wants to see you. Black Bull Tavern, first floor.
Never can have too many disarming kits.
The kid shoves his hands in his pockets and ambles off, whistling an off-key tune.
Well now, how's my favorite god woken?
How did you get the name Silver Claw?
Ifan smirks and shakes his head.
I'll spare you the tall tales we usually tell. When a new cub joins up with the lone wolves, we interrogate them. Then, a very complex equation decides their new moniker. I don't remember all the questions, but I remember enough to give you a lone wolf name if you want one. So tell me this, which of these scenes attracts you the most?
Ifan nods and raises his eyebrows, a slight smile brightening his face.
And then, target in sight? What's your preferred execution method?
I prefer the magic touch.
Right.
Ifan scrawls something on a little piece of paper and hands it to you. On the page, in thick black letters, is written Bright Feather.
Not as pant-wettingly fearsome as Silverclaw, but not bad. Not bad at all.
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and beams at you, affection for you plain in his eyes.
Pray speak.
How do you find life on the road?
At first, I admit it was all rather tiring. I was, after all, marched out of my own empire, and I've been hounded by the odd assassin ever since. After that came the indignity of the collar and incarceration. But ever since we decided to be so bold as to bid our farewell to Fort Joy by any means, it's all been rather fun. Oh, I could complain about the food and the lodgings and the sheer barbarity of the common folk, but in truth, all of that fits within the larger frame that is adventure. Adventure is precisely what my life was missing. I told you earlier I could tell you tales about what it was like to be a prince of the house. Tales that would last us 1,000 nights. That is true. But I'd much rather speak of the tale we are shaping now.
It's good that you've taken liking to life on the road.
Yes. As long as that road eventually leads all the way back to my throne, that is.
You still didn't explain to me why you were exposed.
He sighs, rather dramatically.
Oh, perhaps that's because I don't quite enjoy broaching the subject.
It's fine if you don't want to talk about it.
Thank you. But I suppose you've earned the right to know. The long and short of it is that I was banished because I was found in bed with a demon.
How?
Because I invited her in, of course. How else? You clearly have a hard time understanding all this, so let me paint you a picture. I am a prince of the House of War. There are others with that title, but none of them are the Red Prince, the jewel in the crown of the Empire. I lived in the Forbidden City, a vast complex of palaces that houses the royal family and its servants. No others are allowed to enter it. As for myself, I was never allowed out. That is the price I paid for my genius. I was too valuable to be exposed to the dangers of the outside world. All the wars I won, and I won them all, of course, I won from the comfort of sofas. Bring me information, and I will deduct, then instruct. From amid the ultimate opulence of my quarters, I expanded and very much ruled the empire. I had it all. And frankly, I got bored.
Many would have traded places with you.
You miss the point. I did not suffer the boredom of some spoiled brat. Mine was the absolute absence of challenge. The longing not simply to watch the horizon, but to journey towards it. If I could not experience the joys of the world beyond, I had to bring the world to me. Miraculous what a sorcerer can do with a little arcane lore. I summoned demons, the most dangerous game in the world. But they knew they met their match in me, and so we conversed. We drank wine, we played chess. Converse with demons, and you learn of the shadows behind creation. Drink wine with them, and you have visions of worlds beyond worlds. Play chess, and you know that one wrong move is certain death. My mind rejoiced. Now for the body, I reasoned, so with a certain succubus, I spent nights that would surpass your understanding.
That sounds pretty exhilarating.
So you do comprehend. I spent a whole year in the company of demons, every night atop the white library tower of my palace. It was my great study of existence. It was my supreme joy, even if...
Even if you desired something even greater?
He gives you a long, respectful look.
How unexpectedly shrewd you are. What happened next was simply unforeseen. One moonless night, the succubus that was my lover turned to me, fangs exposed. But I could tell from the glint in her eyes she wasn't bent on our usual fang play.
Fang play? There's... Okay.
There was no light in that glint. It was the darkness of the void, the wet darkness of spilt blood. And in short, I was afraid. I tried to move away, but it was too late. She was upon me. She had done it. She had outmaneuvered the Red Prince. Finally, I was vanquished.
What happened next?
She went for my neck, quick as a charging cobra, but then suddenly it's as if time ground to a halt. Something deep inside me welled up, a power I never knew I had. She simply froze under my stare. Then she screamed. A scream so abhorrent its ripples caused birds to fall dead from the sky. People covered their ears in vain as they went insane. The Imperial Guard forced itself into my chambers and found me with the succubus still on top of me. I believe the phrase is, caught red-handed.
Okay. Oh, chickens. Hi.
Eggy gone. Baby Eggy gone for good. Help! Help!
How can I help you?
Marge knows. Marge saw. Ask Marge.
Marge, alright. Little Wing, Little Teff, Little Grimlet. Big Marge. Beehive. Marge. Marge. Marge.
I saw. They were stolen. The babies, the eggs, something took them.
The creature, what did it look like?
If I showed you, you could bring them back. You could bring them back. Map, show me your map.
Here you go.
In a flurry of feathers, she leaps up and pecks a small hole in your map.
That's where they are. I went after my babies. I saw where they went. But they've changed so much. Much. Bring them back.
Okay. The fuck? Where'd that empty honey jar go? Okay, now I'm rescuing chickens. That's an outhouse.
Be grateful that you don't feel the need.
Cooking station. Ooh, more penny mushrooms. Always could use more mushrooms. Alright, let's get out of here. So we got some magisters. Fuck, we have magisters. Why is there always magisters? Okay. Yeah, so the way you helped the pigs was, I think the one that died was the one that I was supposed to talk to.
Get yourself in check, boy. I won't have you running off like Millicent and Tully. You'll just end up sliding down some Voidwoken's gross gullet piece by piece.
The older-looking Magister notices your presence. He wipes his grubby hands downward across his greaves, as if to wipe away the grime, but instead smears more dirt onto them.
Halt! What word do you bring?
Tell him you bring bag tidings, dead managers and dwarves at the wrecked cavern outside of town.
His face goes pale, and his eyes open wide. The Magister that greeted you remains stiff, as if enduring a harsh wind.
The Voidwoken come.
Hush, Fader. You may pass, traveller. Dare say you'll be aching to leave before long anyway. But before you do, find Raymond, the White Magister. He'll want to know what you've seen. Be quick, mind. He's set to sail any moment.
He nods his head in the direction of the bridge, but offers no other instructions.
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Welcome to Driftwood.
Oh,
Are you
goody.
sure? Them sorcerers from the caravan?
Maybe not.
Last time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern. All hell broke loose. Good times. Good times. I wonder if they'll remember me.
I hope they don't. We're in for a big fight if they do.
The carved figure is your touch, create.
Keeping it together, Bree.
As the Magister's eyes alight upon you, they widen until they are practically bulging out of their sockets. One tremulous finger rises from voluminous robes and points right at you. From her other hand dangles handcuffs.
Oh, shit.
Ifan Ben Mezd is our living breeze. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you, and no mistake.
Who?
One eye squints, the other bulges out even further, as if to compensate.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you.
A wink and say, you can see she wants to have you locked up all to herself. No.
Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mezd.
She considers your offer.
How much?
Here's 100.
So much. You have to be hiding something, and I'm sure Dallas will be well able to find out what that something is. Now, come on. Back into a cage where you belong. Your little tricks won't work on me.
The Magister grabs the coin and looks around shiftily, then turns back to you.
Get out of here, and don't let me catch you again.
The dog lies there quiet.
Poor puppy. What's wrong?
The dog lies there quietly, clearly in great pain.
What are you looking at? I'm sick here. Get lost.
What's wrong?
Got a pain in the neck. Got a bad pain in the neck.
It flinches. A low, threatening growl builds within its throat.
Hold on, let me see.
Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of metal rivets, gouging the poor dog's skin. The dog bares its teeth at you and growls.
You trust me, I can make the pain go away.
The dog gives you a long, hard stare, but does not bite you. Yet. The dog goes to bite your hand, and then realizes the pain is gone.
Hey, I feel okay. Thanks, woman. I think I'll wander off now. Here, before I go, what can I do to show my gratitude?
Who put the collar on you?
Master did.
What do you mean?
Huh? Wait a minute. Master hurted me? Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna go now, but first I have a thing I need to do.
He turns to his master.
You bad man, you!
Wouldn't you like to know?
Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away.
You hurt his dog, your dog.
God damn it. How was my livelihood? Penny for a grieving beggar? I reckon I'm owed it here.
I'm gonna tell everybody what you did.
You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes. You would do that, wouldn't you? I couldn't prevail upon you to change your mind, could I?
What you got?
How you holding up?
Give me all your money and be glad that's all I'm asking for.
He gives you a cool look, then rummages in his pocket. He hands you the contents.
That's your luck. Go on then. Get lost, you freeloader. I'm working here.
Get a job, you bum! Who's this? Oh, this is Driftwood.
Not much. People don't want to leave town. Can't blame them.
Good
There's no
day to you. More humans. Just what we need.
You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. Anything more?
Holy snap-a-doodles. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, you can have this. I don't need it. And these...
Until later then.
Oh my god. This place is terrible. Alright.